Hello everyone, welcome back. That wasn't too long, was it? Welcome back to the OS World Cup 2024 semi-finals. Still a few more games to go this Sunday afternoon, or morning, or evening, wherever it is. Glad you're here. Chile are back in action once again. They've had a few minutes break, but they're back at it for their second losers bracket matchup against Russia. Seed 4 versus Seed 7. And a lot on the line for these two. There's a lot of hoodoo, a lot of curses to be broken here for these two. So tensions are high, I imagine. Can't wait to see this one. I'm Doomsday. Going to be on cast for this one. And joining me is the one and only Fiery Rage. Good morning, man.
I love casting at 7 a.m. again in 2 days in a row.
Hell yeah.
Everybody. This is, yeah, as Doomsday said, this is a loser bracket match. Russia coming off of winning against Poland 6-1 yesterday at actually the same time as this match is currently taking place. Chile, we just saw them. They won against Hong Kong 6-3. Back-to-back matches for them. We'll see if that warm-up makes it so they can maybe perform a bit better on this, since... Actually, I don't even know if they need to perform a bit better, since Chile and Russia... Chile has won the maps. Russia and Chile have shared 3-1.
Yeah, the omens are looking good, but playing two matches in a row, especially when Chile just come off that very tight one against Hong Kong, and some of those maps were ludicrously close. Going straight into that can be a blessing or a curse. I mean, it does depend on the player, but getting that warm-up, getting maybe, if you drop the ball on your first run, that second run just straight after might actually be helpful. But sometimes you can mind game yourself and low roll instead. We'll see how it plays out for Chile here. Russia, of course, played yesterday, so they have slept since then. They've had a lot more time to, I guess, refresh themselves. But they'll have to come into this fresh against a Chile team that have already won a hard match here.
Already done with the ban phase. That was pretty much immediate. I am very happy with that. Russia banning out Hidden 2 and Nomad 3. I think Hidden 2 makes sense, not really wanting to deal with number 37. They do have Markram on the Russian side, but Chile, I think, has an overall well-rounded reading team, and I don't really think Russia can necessarily compete with that. Nomad 3, I think, is kind of interesting, especially considering Chile banned Hard Rock 2, which is the most similar map to Nomad 3 in terms of precision aim. And DT3 makes sense for Chile. I think Russia is probably going to be wanting to pick into that speed, so we're probably going to be seeing them pick DT2 at some point in this match, I imagine. Nomad 4 will be their first pick, though, which is kind of interesting, all things considered, but this is a map Chile played against Hong Kong, and they did lose this. They only got 1.24 million on this, so not a very good team score, all things considered.
If Russia have some players that will shred a map like this, I don't actually have the scores on hand. I'm trying to get the MP together for Russia. I don't remember if they played this last time, but I think on the basis of that, they must just think that's quite a beatable score, and I could definitely see Russia rolling higher than that, but
yeah, this was not played during their match, so.
Oh, okay, so this is fresh territory for them. It gives Chile time to, try and get a higher roll on it, though, especially with a map like this with so much control. A lot of that 1-4 control and some nuts slider aim in this. The second play can oftentimes work out a lot better. The first play, you miss Q, you don't get the flow right on these bursts. You lock in for the second play, so I can see Chile rolling higher than that last score today on this second one.
Yeah, Matthew and Suntan had pretty low miscounts, all things considered. Lowest in the lobby for those plays, actually. 5 misses from Matthew and 7 from Suntan, respectively. So they're more than capable of playing this. And intercamming, I think, also probably low rolled the last time he played, all things considered. Bottom scoring for Chile on that, but definitely more than capable of playing this type of map at a high level. So this is going to be interesting to see. Russia has not played this, so we have no idea how they would perform on this. I do think they have a pretty good roster for this, all things considered. I mean, you have Ciccone, Welter, Skrull, Deske in there right now. Fairly solid attack-oriented roster, all things considered, as well as a skill cap roster, which is what this map is mostly testing outside of tech. This is probably the hardest map in the pool.
I'd agree there, honestly. Trying to look at some of these maps and balance the difficulty. My skill set's a bit biased on reading, but this map is so volatile, and the way the players have been managing it, yeah, this is probably the hardest one in the pool, all things considered. Let's see, though. It's round 2 in the losers bracket for these two. One of these two are going out, and there's a lot on the line. Russia trying to get their first top 6 since 2019, and Chile looking to get their first top 6 since OWC 1, where they were 4th. So, yeah, uncharted territory for these two now.
A lot of history riding on this. Both of these teams haven't seen the finals weekend for quite some time now. We're going to be getting right into it so far. Actually favoring Chile quite a bit. 3 FCs to only be 1 on Deske right now. As soon as I say that, though, all those are gone. 2 FCs now. Make that 1.
They're dropping like flies, fiery. Just a bit with the a lot of those 1-4 snaps come in this first half. Maybe a bit more than the second half. And at the moment, no one's holding major combo, but Welter recovering nicely. That 97%. You're doing a lot of work for him, but his team's backing him up as well. Each to a player doing better than Chile after that first part.
Yeah, solid recovery from Russia as a whole there. Welter does miss. Nekori trades it. That still favors Russia. Ciccone as well missing, though. That is going to halt the advance. Going to be going towards Chile. As soon as I say that, though, intercamping misses. Lots of misses just from everyone on this. There's not really any consistent combo being held right now. Scrowl and Deske probably the most consistent at holding combo currently. We'll see if that continues to be the case as we get into one of the harder sections of the map. This is where slider aim is absolutely brutal. You can slider break literally anywhere here, just like Deske did right there.
Scroll still got combo, and so Ciccone, they're still looking pretty good. Suntan, though, with 98%. Highest AC in the lobby. Doing a lot of work there. Oh, that's a big break there from Russia, actually. Suntan gets the break, though, so it's still with Ciccone and Russia here. It's tight, though.
Ciccone holding through that square is huge. He's going to break immediately after, but I think that's enough to secure the point since there's not enough combo. It's going to get a bit tight here, actually, at the end with intercamping, but not enough.
Yeah, that was it. I was getting real close at the end, though, but just enough done by Russia there to take first blood. Ciccone getting through that square, which is probably the hardest pattern in the whole map. That's taken out whole lobbies before, but Ciccone holding through with combo was so critical there by the end.
Actually, I think that made all the difference pretty much. 30k points. Not a big score margin at all, which I'm pretty sure Russia probably not necessarily happy with, but hey, they got the point. That's all that matters. Chile now to follow up with their next pick.
Where did they go? I mean, the bans were very different than the last one, so they're definitely targeting Russia with those. With the reading bans coming out, that does telegraph that Russia are a bit afraid of the gimmick. Plenty of that left in the free mod pool if they want to get stuck into that. Cell could be one. Wouldn't mind seeing free mod 4. I don't think we've even seen that map picked yet. But it is going to be hidden 3 where they go. With Acheron.
If I remember correctly, this is one of the maps they actually shared in common. Chile got 1.8 million, lost this against Hong Kong. And between Russia and Poland, Russia did win this, but they got a worse team score, 1.7 million. So a bit of a volatile pick, all things considered. Only a 100k score difference between the two lobbies that this was played in for both of these teams. And it could go either way on this one. This is a pretty finger control heavy map. Some bursts here and there at 200 BPM. A lot more tech focused, I think, with the hidden mod than anything else, though.
You know, the control side is the key here. The accels, decels, and the streams are pretty harsh, and at 200 BPM, it's not slow. You have to manage all this control at a high tempo, but the streams are broken up, so it's not really a stamina thing. Yeah, looking at the way, like the head-to-heads, the miscounts on both sides were pretty similar. The sorts of scores are pretty similar. It's looking like a proper toss-up pick here. I wonder if we'll see some rejigging with the rosters, maybe. maybe some of the players might want to slip in. Alfiu is back in here, who played this earlier for Chile. No 37 was the 4th. We'll see if he rounds out the roster here for Chile. There he is.
It'd be hard to, yeah, I'd imagine. It'd be hard to imagine number 37 not in for a hidden pick. Yeah, but I think this is the same roster for both of these teams on this map, actually. Yep. So this is going to be the second time both of these teams play it. Chile won this last time on the head-to-head matchup. Can they do it again? Suntan admittedly got a pretty crazy score on this, 2 miss 660k. So hopefully can replicate that, because that will make probably most of the difference in terms of this map, since this is this is a pretty hard map.
Yeah, this map is absolutely nutty. This song is so crazy. The time signature changes like all over the place as well. There's a big BPM change just after halfway, which suddenly goes back into the fast stuff. We've seen players manage it really well, though. Been impressed with that. I thought that might catch out a few more than it has. Especially with these two playing it already in a matchup. They know exactly what they're getting into. And show you trying his best there.
Alfiu is just having a head start. Don't worry about it. It wouldn't be a OWC match without the tournament client breaking in some way. Speaking of breaking in some way, everyone dies on the first stream. I don't think anyone except Matthew comboed that, and Scrowl.
Yeah, and Scroll had 84. Gets the break there. The combo gaming not holding together. Map's long enough to adjust to it, so plenty of time to get your bearings.
Yeah, rough start for both of these teams, so not having any fun in that beginning. Taking a bit to get accustomed to it, but we did get there in the end. Favors Chile for now. Combos on Suntan and Matthew. Combos on no one on Russia outside of Scrowl.
Suntan with the early little start there, but so early on.
Stabilized a bit now. This is from Desuke and Handsome, the only real major difference makers at the moment. As this lead builds in favor of Chile as we get to the first 4th of the map done.
Breaks there from Welters, unfortunate. Followed up by Matthew, though, so it's traded, but it's still with Chile here. Accuracy's down quite a bit here for Russia. The combos are gaming, but the accuracies for Chile looking much more superior. That accuracy from Matthew doing a lot of work, even though he has found a break at 98.6. And climbing for him.
And Suntan doing what he does best on this map. 660k last time, looking to replicate it right now. Holding a very solid 1k combo, just about. This is quickly becoming unapproachable for Russia to get back into this. Very solid first pick from Chile, looking like that as Russia basically breaks everything and all their chances to come back into this. Welter, the only combo remaining, and Suntan, Matthew, and number 37, all holding on to very solid combos and accuracies. This map is all but over.
Yeah, huge reset, and like no 37 with that 1k combo as well. Suntan with 1300. The BPM change is coming up. Hope we don't slip on that now with those runs they have.
Yeah, it'd be very nice to see them improve their run from last time. Doesn't seem like it's catching them too off guard.
They're through. See, no problem. I genuinely thought players would slip more on that. Oh,
well, no, number 37 did, but Suntan hasn't. I need to stop.
Oh my god. He might still beat his old score, though.
He did beat his old score. He could take pride in that, at the very least, I guess.
Yes. Just about. They don't need cursing. They're already like 500,000 points ahead. It's a dominating pick. A really good first pick. Russia definitely not looking very comfortable on this. They are recovering combos nicely through Desuke and Scroll, but certainly looked shaky on it as a 4, and Chile looking dominant on this. So that's something they can really make use of going forward in this match, I think.
Yeah, that hidden 1 is probably looking very tempting for them right now. Or free mod 4 even, if they want to go into some free mod tech. They want to potentially abuse whoever goes hidden on Russia for that. Very solid scores from Chile overall, though. Matthew 2 miss almost 99%, highest accuracy in the lobby by a very wide margin. Suntan doing what he does best on this map. 700k, highest in the lobby. As we get into Russia's next pick.
They're shredding that one. Suntan and Matthew, those are 2 very good scores for this. Here comes double time 2, White happy. Yeah, Russia getting stuck into that speed, and I'm excited to see the speed head-to-head between these 2. I think these 2 trade blows all day. Maybe Russia has the edge as it's been going, but especially on like something like this, a bit lower BPM compared to the Uber speed, a bit more on that control side. I reckon this is going to be quite a tight one between these 2 teams.
Yeah, this is another map both these teams shared in their lobbies. DT2 was played. Russia won this against Poland, 3.8 million team score with 2 FCs from Ciccone and Welter. Chile, only FC from Matthew with an intercamming slider break and getting 3.4 million. But both these teams are pretty evenly matched, all things considered. If intercamming doesn't slider break, that score goes to almost 3.7 million as an example, and that's 100k score difference. Meanwhile, Skral as well, slider breaking in their prior one. If he fixes that, then they can get even 4 million on this Russia. It's a very interesting head-to-head here. Russia favored on paper, I'd say, as the overall better speed team, I would say. But Chile definitely have a chance on this.
It is looking more like a consistency war on this pick, judging by the previous scores. I'd agree, yeah, Russia would be favoured. I think they are the more comfortable speed team, especially once you get up to semis. But this one's pretty approachable and suits Chile's speed players well. Same roster, of course, coming in. Gonza making his appearance once again to round out that tapping team for Chile.
Yeah, same rosters once again for both of these. We'll see if Russia can improve their score, as Chile did on Hidden 3 just now. Another finger control heavy map on this. A lot of doubles here and there, but mostly focused on speed, I would say. 240 BPM.
You have to manage the speed, but you do have to be competent at it to actually manage the doubles and quads, which always come at you as well. But I don't think 240 speed is going to be phasing anyone in this lobby. It's going to be more down to who doesn't just break on something silly, it almost feels like. It's one of those matchups.
Bit of a lengthy double time pick, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Early misses like that from intercamping. Hopefully not going to matter too much.
Getting that early miss out. Just get your nerves out, that's what it's all about. Welter's miss, though, is going to make a bigger difference, though. That's a big combo dropped here early on for Russia, followed up by Suntan, so they ain't going to get very far.
The accuracy lead for Russia as well, off the backs of intercamping 96 and Suntan also 96. But Russia holding fairly solid 98, 99s for all players. Gonna be building the score lead up slowly but surely, given no other breaks happen.
The first chorus doesn't seem to claim anyone, really. Still, we'll call it 3 FCs to 3. A bit of act drops. Oh, that's a miss in the middle of the map from Gonza, though. Chile are in a bit of trouble now.
Make that 3 to 2 as soon as you say that. I'm glad I'm not the only person cursing people. Now this lead is gonna just keep on building. Skral almost missing on that stack there, getting full 50s. Combo is what matters though, and he holds on to that. And we are approaching 200k. Intercamping, dropping
Oh.
the FC on that. This is not going to be helping things in the slightest, and this might be over just from that. 3 FCs still for Russia. Welter on a very nice recovery. This is looking a bit doomed.
Yeah, Matthew can't do it alone. 99.2, highest, oh, not highest stack in the lobby actually. Cicconi's got something to say about that. 3 full combos, the early miss from Welter. This is going to look like a crazy team score from Russia if they can hold through this last little section. The last chorus, to be honest, is probably the easiest part of the map as well. See if they can bank this.
Yeah, well, I said they have a potential to get 4 million on this, and they're looking to do just that as they approach that and well surpass it. And not bad. Welter just misses on nothing at the end.
He's just bookending his score, mate. That's what it is. Miss at the start, miss at the end. Still getting a slider break.
Breaks.
That is a crazy team score from Russia, though. Speed team doing speed things, but that was crazy from Russia. Emphatic point there against Chile.
It's not like Chile did bad on that either. 700Ks from Intercamping and Suntan. 99.3 highest stack in the lobby from Gonza. Just very unlucky miss.
Brutal.
Russia, team consistency unmatched on that.
Well, it does bode well for the speed head-to-head for them going forward. Chile, I think, it can count themselves unlucky on a couple of the misses they had there. But, I see the accuracies as well were in favour of Russia. They look more comfortable on that side. And I think the other speed maps are a bit less accessible. I mean, Fallen Angel, Chile will have a good crack at that, I bet. But that map is probably more Russia favoured than White Happy is. We'll see how that plays out later on. I'm sure we're going to see more of that tapping later from Russia.
Ciccone with a 1x100 on Fallen Angel than their last match. Don't know if he'll replicate that if it ends up being picked, but obviously very comfortable on it. Don't think Chile would want to pick into it. I'm not entirely sure Russia would want to pick into it since Chile also have Mathy Intercamming, which are more than capable of playing it, but we'll see. Free Mod 1 is going to be the pick.
Breaking out the Jonathan LFJ. Falcom Sound Team. As you do. I think Chile played this last time as well. They played it a bit earlier. So they're getting stuck into it again. Some of that high-speed aim. Mostly. Then you have like a stream section in the middle, which has claimed a few lives in matches past.
This was the first point they played against Hong Kong. Won that 2.2 million. Russia did not play this. Suntan was on the hidden, Intercamming on the hard rock. Fairly solid scores from them as well. See if they can replicate that. Russia, meanwhile, I imagine we're probably going to be seeing hidden... Or, well, we're going to be seeing Ciccone most likely on hard rock. I'm actually not too sure who takes hidden here. Markram, I guess, if he comes in. I'm not too sure if this would be capable for him since this has a lot of streams in it.
Yeah, the 1/3 streams, isn't it, mostly? I think there's a couple of short 1/4 but it is like spaced 1/3. I mean, Desuke could be coming in for the hidden as well. I think he's filled in a lot on the, I guess, mechanics free mods. Tends to play some of the numbered ones as well. Wouldn't be surprised to see him slip in here.
Gamer is going to be definitely, I'd say 99% likely on the no-mod. Sproul, I think, as well on the no-mod, just wanting to get the consistent no-mod players there. You are right, Desuke coming in, most likely going to be taken hidden. That's going to be our finalized rosters. We'll see if we are correct with our mod combination guesses.
Just to throw us for a loop with this hard rock. Surely Ciccone takes hard rock. That's just it's his bread and butter for the most part. Get Gamer and Scroll on the comfort.
I can maybe see Gamer taking it over Ciccone, but I don't think that's likely. They think Ciccone can get like a very consistent no-mod play on this. Yeah, no, it's going to be what we predicted.
There it is. Looks like the same setup for Chile. Suntan on that hidden. The intercamping with that hard rock method. I feel like this map does come down sometimes to that stream section in the middle. People can be comfy on the aim, and then that stream section just completely murders you. We'll see how it plays out here.
Primarily aim focused. Streams we have been talking about. But main difficulty on this comes from the aim, and you're already seeing that in droves. Everyone on Russia outside of Ciccone missing in the early stages here. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. 100 combo difference. Shouldn't matter all that much. Unless everyone on Chile holds FCs, which in that case, unlucky.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? Just don't miss. And wow, Ciccone breaks as well, so there's no FCs already for Russia. Time to recover, but Chile haven't missed yet. So they've got time to make a massive advantage here.
They're looking comfortable on this. 99% across the board. 2 SSs, one from the Hard Rock on intercamping right now. Looking very solid on this. Matthew finally drops one of the combos. They're going to need more than that. Ciccone trades it as well. Here's the streams you're talking about. There goes Suntan.
Big chain miss too. So many notes dropped, so he's dropped a lot of score there. It's still with Chile, but now it's not. There's the break from intercamping. Russia have the advantage again. The recovery's doing work. Only Nekore with the no mod left for Chile.
And it's gone.
And it's gone.
Just like that. All you have to say is his name. And these no mod recoveries from Skrull and Gamer doing a lot of work right now. Deske on the hidden as well. There goes Skrull, but not enough, as I believe intercamming traded that as well. Ciccone doing what he does best. Can't have a Ciccone map without that being written in smoke at some point. This is looking very good for Russia. Probably guaranteed at this point, I would say.
Yeah, more aim now. There's some hard linears coming up, but that advantage is almost unassailable. They've got 3 combos of insurance, so surely the comeback win is on here. Chile looks so good, but that stream section just destroyed them, more or less. And Russia held a bunch of combo through that to save face.
Yeah, Russia struggling a bit on the beginning, but once they locked in, yep, they definitely locked in. Deske going to be dropping his hidden combo, but Gamer holding on. It's going to slightly shift the score lead back to Chile, but not even nearly enough. Gamer as well missing at the end. He's done enough by this point. Most likely going to be 400k score difference by the end of this. It's a very solid pick from Russia winning this, actually, not Chile. So not a solid pick from Chile.
Nah, it's unfortunate. It's a break point and a big one too. 2 points in the lead now for Russia. Gamer and Deske there with the 1k combos on their side. With Deske getting that on hidden, no less. Very well played and great to recover after getting a few early breaks. They locked in and then they were sorted. Chile on the back foot.
It's just unlucky from Chile. That was worse than their score against Hong Kong by quite a considerable margin, actually. Just unfortunate breaks here and there, especially during that stream section. Russia capitalized off that with 2 700Ks. Even with their score from Hong Kong, though, I think they would have lost that regardless.
Yeah, they were still down by 200k on that score, so they still needed to improve to make that work. So that's 2 strong mechanics picks that Russia have won on as well, and they won on that no mod 4 too. A bit closer in that regard, but certainly mechanics looks like something they could really make use of here in terms of that comfort. But the aim looked good for Chile. They were fine until that middle section. And here comes Fallen Angel. It is going to be double time 1 here for the side of Russia. I mean, why not? How well they played last time, why not?
And with how well they played on DT2 as well. Getting 4.1 million, I believe that's the highest team score we've seen so far. Still 1 match after this, so won't say the highest team score. But very solid on that, so might as well just stick with DT, right? We already mentioned Ciccone with the 1x100 FC on this last time, but overall, the team score on Russia was pretty solid on this. About, I'd say, 500 Ks, if I remember correctly, from everyone here, and pretty solid accuracies. Just some unlucky misses from Welter, Scrowl, Ice Shark as well, but they've improved their DT2 score. More than capable of improving this as well.
Yeah, another map where it feels like it comes down to just performance on the day, consistency almost. But I can see Chile challenging them. Sure, the miscounts were fairly low, but you know, I think some of the combos were beatable. Ice Shark got about 600 combo last time. Welter 800 combo. That's good, but Chile can contest that. Choc Gamer making an appearance here for Chile on that DT aim. Hasn't played too much this matchup so far, but this is his moment, it's looking like. And Intercamming and Mathy, don't doubt those two on a map like this. They have done fine work in the past and this year on maps like this.
Especially Mathy, I think he was the first DTFC on this, actually.
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he?
I don't remember because it was pretty long ago, but
I think he was.
I think he was.
He's going to have to make some ownership of this one then. Suntan rounding out the lobby as well. That's a scary roster from Chile, man. Just on name value alone when it comes to something like this. So, but the way Russia's been playing, they should still be favoured on this. But they have to watch their backs.
Yeah, both these teams are crazy on double time. We already saw that with DT2. Lengthier double time here, 4 minutes long. And it's all about your aim consistency with the stream section in the middle rounding things out. See how it goes. Also worth mentioning, fairly easy to act this map. OD7 pre-double time, so OD9 after double time, which is quite a bit lower than your standard double time pick in any pool for the most part.
Wow, that's a few breaks early on there from both sides. 2 FCs to 2. Getting out of the intro. Still even. But a couple early misses.
Choc Gamer dropping the accuracy is the only major difference right now, contributing to that 28k score gap. Chicone not 100ing the beginning this time. We'll see if he keeps that up. Redemption arc, maybe. Get the SS here. Well, never mind. Unfortunate!
Nope. I mean, I do spy another one flying around the lobby. I won't say who. I'm going to do anything to it. Welter gets a break though, so it's back with Chile slightly here. But those FC still standing. Suntan gets the break. The SS is gone. Whoops, I tried. It's just Mathy left for Chile on those FCs.
Scrowl and Chicone holding on strong. Gonna be building the score lead slowly but surely. There is breaks from the supporting combos of Russia, though. Ice Shark and Welter not really able to hold on to a consistent combo here, which can be capitalized on if intercamming keeps holding and one of these FCs drops just like that. Scrowl gone. Chicone's still holding on to the FC, countering Mathy right now. Mathy's gone on that cut stream. Chicone holds through that entire hard part, as well as Scrowl. That was a Bancho miss, not an actual miss.
Yeah, the cut streams were too powerful for Bancho to handle there. Yeah, the two FCs holding through that cut stream section so well. Chicone once again leading from the front, but Scroll not far behind. Chile don't have too much to combat this. I mean, they're hoping for a collapse and for Intercamming to do something special. That's what it's going to come down to here for any sort of comeback. Scroll gets a break immediately though, so that does make it a bit tenuous here for Russia.
They're going to need Chicone to miss. And with how he performed last time on this, that's a hard ask, I'd say. There is no supporting combo for Russia, though, which is going to slightly shift the score lead over to Chile as long as they keep their combos intact. But it's pretty much all resting on Chicone right now. See if he can hold his nerve and get another FC on this. It's looking fairly solid for now. There goes Choc Gamer and Mathy, two supporting combos gone, back in favor of Russia now. I think with the amount of map left, this should be the consolidated breakpoint for Russia.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
Maybe that just solidifies it. Intercamming misses.
Such a good recovery there from intercambing, but really it's out of Chile's hands because Ciccone looks like he's going to do it again.
2x 100 this time, I believe. He would be at 99.95 if this is 1x. See if he holds through the ending. Probably I'd say the hardest part at the very end there. Stream into a jump section, or vice versa. See if he holds through it.
Here we go.
Yep, there it is.
There it is. Making it look easy, Ciccone. That's 2 FCs in 2 for Ciccone on this map this weekend. Yeah, 200s this time. Yep. He's got twice as many act drops. What is he doing? What a play. What a player.
I think that was virtually identical to Russia's first time playing this, actually. FC from Ciccone, 600k from Skral, 500ks from Welter and Ice Shark. Basically the same score they got last time. And Chile not able to counteract it.
Yeah, so the miscounts looking pretty low. Intercambing with the 99.5 AC. 3 100s was good. Just getting a few misses, but that was a great run from intercambing. Like 3 players on Chile had over 1k combo. But that multiplier from Russia and that FC doing the work. They're looking real good now. But Chile has the next pick. They still have good maps on the board. But Russia now with a head of steam to finally break that curse and get into the finals weekend at the moment. They're looking on course.
Still a lot of match to go. They have 2 points to go. It's Chile's pick. Kind of want to see Chile maybe go for Nomad 5 here. If they are ready for that type of reading, I think they have a pretty strong advantage on that.
I do reckon as well. You mentioned beforehand about as a team, they're more comfy on that sort of gimmick. And I do think so. I think Russia do rely on, I guess, individual brilliance a little bit, and especially in this later stage. We haven't seen Markram yet. He hasn't been in the lobby yet. I'm sure he's in the back ready for if a map of his comes up. But 3-3 is the decision. It's going to be Kimuri. Still in the same ballpark, though. In the sense that control.
500k across the board for Chile on this one. Intercamming and Mathy on the Nomad definitely have room to improve here. This is something they lost against Hong Kong, though. Kind of interesting to see this early on. But we'll see if it works out for them. Russia did not play this in their previous match.
Short map this, and it's very volatile. It's under 2 minutes. And I mean, when you play it in solo, it's not too bad. You know, it's manageable. It almost feels like maybe one of the easier maps. But in match, it's a different beast. The back and forths, the wiggling streams with a lot of micro movements needed. And let's not even get stuck into the mod players having to manage this. This map is a nightmare on Hard Rock, particularly, and it's quite well, it's fairly nasty on Hidden as well, especially Hard Rock though.
Hidden is chain miss central on this, I'd say, more than anything. We've seen a lot of chain misses with the Hidden mod on this from multiple different teams. So just pay special attention to number 37 and Deske probably on the side of Chile and Russia respectively. Imagine similar mod combinations compared to what we saw in Free Mod 1, Ciccone most likely on the Hard Rock, as well as I believe Suntan probably going to be taking the Hard Rock this time. Just wanting to get the consistent Mathy intercamming. Oh, Markram coming in, so Deske might not be on the Hidden after all.
Yeah, it could be a hidden angle for that comfort, which I think is a good choice. Markram on Hidden is going to be quite comfortable, relatively. We'll say, I mean, this map's really hard, but Markram is one of the best Hidden players in the tournament right now. Look forward to seeing how he manages this.
I think a lot of people know him mostly for his low AR reading, but he is more than capable of playing Hidden overall. Very solid on that mod, so. get into it here. We'll see how the mod combinations shake up. It looks like it's going to be what we said they were going to be.
Yeah, pretty predictable. Ciccone back on his Hard Rock. Markram will be holding on to that hidden. This could potentially be Chile's last pick. They really need to make this work, or they are going to be in a world of hurt. Relying on a bit of a wild card pick here, but the control has been good for them. Let's see if they can make use of it.
You're mentioning very short maps, so these misses in the beginning actually are going to matter. No one doing it currently. Everyone holding their nerve. Desuke, there goes a huge chain miss from him. Accuracy down the gutter, as well as Markram looking very solid for Chile right now. Suntan trades one of them, but they're going to need more than that. There goes Matthew.
Yeah, Hard Rock and No Mod down here for Chile. The hidden on No 37. Intercamping's No Mod holding true. It's 2 FCs to 2. So it is still very close. It's slowly moving towards Russia with the recoveries. So really there's nothing into it as we go into the second half.
Pretty much dead even, all things considered. Desuke missing. We'll shift it back over to Chile for now. Halfway done already. There goes number 37. Ciccone trades it. 2 FCs gone on either side. 1 FC on both of these teams. Skrull and Intercamping battling it out on the no mod. Accuracy advantage for Skrull at the moment. But the combos from Chile, the supporting combos from Matthew and Suntan, doing a lot of work right now.
For sure, man. Suntan making it work on the Hard Rock in the second half. Matthew recovering nicely. A bit ahead of steam now here, but Matthew gets the break. Hands the advantage slightly over to Russia, but they need more than this. They needed coming to break to make this comeback happen, but it's not looking like it's going to happen, Fiery.
The map is drawing to a close. 200k score gap. Definitely looking like a Chile point here. Solid scores from Intercam. Well, there goes Intercamping, but Skrull, never mind. My fault, I guess. Suntan holding on strong through that ending on Hard Rock. Very impressive stuff from him. 670k. That is nothing to scoff at. Slider break as well from number 37. Very solid mod plays from both of these teams, really. Ciccone as well on 600k. What's that? Intercamping, no mod, and overall team consistency from Chile. Pushing them over the edge on that one.
Honestly, that's 2 very good team scores for this. Those are very solid runs from both of them, and the miscounts were good on so many of the players. No 37 with that 98.5 slider break on hidden. It's actually kind of a crazy score. I'm not going to lie. That's a very good score from him.
It's very hard to play this with hidden.
It's nuts. But that does keep Chile's head above water. Next pick goes to Russia. They're still in a very good spot here, Russia. They do have speed on the board, but it's going to be not pure speed unless they want to go like Hard Rock 3. Thinking of You might be a choice for Russia if they want to keep the shred going. That's really about it, though.
Yeah, DT4 is not a speed pick. It's more focused on high AR reading, as well as a bit of finger control here and there, but it's 220 BPM, so not necessarily a huge focus on that. They're actually going to go for it, so sticking with the DT pool, completely gone now, and I believe this is another map both these teams shared in common. Russia getting a 2.6 million just about on this last time they played it. And Chile, we saw them earlier getting a also 2.6 million on this, winning by 107 points against Hong Kong. Slider breaks from Suntan and Intercamming on this, looking to improve their score there. Kind of a toss-up pick, all things considered. I need to stop saying that, but this is the one time I can say it.
Well, it's true. I mean, the accuracies look bang on between the two. Very similar. Miscounts very similar. Scores so similar. You can't really pull them apart on this one. They seem pretty comfortable on the AR 10.5. They said 10.3. 10.5 control on this. You see some players getting very low AC when they just can't manage it, but these two teams have rosters that can manage it well. And the accuracy is looking dead even, as I mentioned, so It's going to come down to who does what on the day. Flip a coin on this one. I can't see this one being very predictable, but Russia hoping it goes their way. Chile can definitely breakpoint this, though. Definitely.
Just as equally, Russia can improve their score. They also had 2 slider breaks, Growl and Ciccone. The way Ciccone has been playing, wanting to hopefully FC this time around, I imagine. But yeah, like we were saying, slightly high AR reading, not your conventional AR you would see in the double time pool for the Aus World Cup or any tournament for that matter. 9.2, which is 10.5 after double time. More than capable, all these players, on reading it. That is a factor.
It certainly is a reading map through and through. Mostly about those snap doubles that repeat all the way through this, with that slider aim as well, which there is an element of here. You have a beat change near the end where it goes into more like low BPM streams. Seen teams manage that pretty well though, but it is there and you have to be aware of it.
It's very awkward to play this map.
It is. I'm not gonna lie. When I was like looking at the pool, I had to lower the AR because I absolutely cannot play this for the life of me on 10.5.
It's very
old man
awkward,
eyes.
especially when you're sight reading it, and even when you're not sight reading it. Aaron Kambing and Ciccone trading early misses. It does favor Chile at the start. It's not going to be that way for long though, as Matthew drops. Desuke trades.
Those FCs looking real good at the moment on the accuracy. Welter and Desuke down slightly, but not by much. Chop Gamer does drop his FC though for Chile. It's only Suntan left with the full combo, and there are 3 on the side of Russia with the recovery, so now they're looking real peachy.
Desuke, Bancho miss, classic. Welter,
As you do.
I don't know if that was an actual miss from Welter, but that's one of the FCs gone, and they need way more than that, Chile. They need pretty much everybody on their side to miss with the amount of combo they have. And they're not, Russia's not looking to give this up easily. Halfway through the map, still holding on strong to 2 FCs and a basically FC from Ciccone.
More or less, and still holding the accuracy as well. We're past halfway now. There's recoveries on Chile, and Suntan can still make something work if Russia choke here, but gotta say, they're looking so good on this. 97% across the board here for Russia. Another break there from Chop Gamer. It's looking grim here for a break point for Chile. Welter gets a break there. We'll see if it's real, but it won't matter anyway.
This is already untenable for Chile. 500k score lead and growing. This is nuts from Russia. Holding on to 3 FCs at the break. It's just that Welter miss. Basically, that's the only negative for Russia right now. It just doesn't matter. This team score is ridiculous from them. They are popping off on the DTs. We saw Australia. We saw Australia pop off on these as well, but Russia looking to say, "Hey guys, we can do double time too." Here's a solid double FC, basically triple FC if you count Ciccone's early slider break, or not a slider break miss, but what can you really do against that?
Not a lot. Not a lot. 3.8 million is ludicrous for this. 3.8 million is crazy. It's far ahead the majority of teams that played this, including Chile. They have been blown away here. Suntan, though, gets the 98.41 miss, which is a brilliant score as well. But as a team, Russia looking hard to beat on speed today. And they still have one open as well if they want to get stuck into that Hard Rock one. They're in a good spot. They're on match point as well.
Also, thank you for somebody in chat. Apparently it's the nuke, not Desuke.
Ah, right. What do you
Hidden
apologize?
1. Not too surprised to see this come out from Chile after Hidden 3.
We haven't seen this map too often, have we? It's been picked before, but it's not been super popular. Hidden ones generally haven't been in this tournament for one reason or another, but the creator, we do love a bit of Yosei Teikoku. Love aim as well. 280 BPM, fast aim is the name of the game here. So 1/3 streams with a little 1/4 snap on the end as well, which repeats a lot throughout this. On the hidden, you got to manage that. Don't slip on it. But for the most part, it is fast aim.
Yeah, the 1/3 streams, I believe 210-ish BPM, more than capable for all these players. Only about 6 notes long in any case. It's not really going to trip anyone up, hopefully. It's a lot more focused on alt-oriented aim. A couple of awkward patterns here and there scattered throughout.
Yeah, it's not all comfy. There's plenty of sharp angle aim, but plenty of linear aim too, and like alt-style patterning. I don't think either of these teams played this last time, so this is new territory, but they picked the free mod 1 earlier. This is not far from that, apart from every player having to take the hidden. It's going to be Nikore, Suntan, Mathi, and Intercambing for Chile on possibly the last pick of the tournament. They've got to make this work to stay in it. But Russia are on the cusp of a huge run if they could steal this. They have not made it to the finals in about 5 years. It's been a hot minute, but they have an opportunity here to steal it if they can take this breakpoint.
Chile with their backs against the wall. They're going to need to win 2 of their points as well as a break point from Russia. And it all starts here. Seen it happen a couple times in the Australia World Cup. It's not over yet.
Yeah, you can never count any team out when you get to this stage, not least of which Chile.
Good start from both these teams.
Yeah. Chikone gets the break though, as we mentioned that. But it's followed up by Suntan, so it's still even. Just the FCs to 3. Accuracy is looking slightly better for Chile, but only slightly.
These build-up sections are so brutal. The full screen jumps there can just ruin your day. Suntan misses immediately after. It's the combo that already missed though. Not going to make a huge difference. Mathi missing though. That's going to make a huge difference. Not traded by anyone so far on Russia. There goes Skral, finally trading it.
Yeah, sharing his care, and they just keep dropping an FC each. Nikore gets the break on that W stream though. So now it's with Russia at the break, and they see it too.
And that's a huge miss, especially the combo after this. This is a bit of a, I'd say, relatively easier part compared to the choruses. So Russia have a chance to build up a pretty sizable combo lead here. Let's see if anyone misses here.
Don't slip up now. No one does. Danuke does, actually. That's an FC down for Russia.
Only Handsome on the FC, countering Intercambing right now. Mathi trades one of the misses, as well as Nikore. Suntan on the recovery, trying to counteract Chikone, but there goes Handsome. That's the FC down. It's Intercambing and Suntan holding on to the high combos now. Firmly in control of this pick.
Solo coming up. They gotta hold. Suntan and Intercambing have to make something work. Chikone is hot on their heels with that 800 combo. He's been on such good form this matchup. Breaks from the supporting combos for Chile, but it's not the FCs. Intercambing gets the break though, and that might just be with Russia again. They're reeling in Chile.
The supporting combos are really scary here as we get into the ending. That's what's making all the difference. There's not any combo outside of Suntan on Chile. Chikone countering that combo. And these supporting combos are all the difference right now. There goes Skrell on one of them, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to need more than just that. There goes Danuke. There goes Suntan on the combo. Chaconi is the only one remaining.
He's the only one left. Handsome Me with the 500 combo backing him up as well. He does get the break, but he's done work there. And Chaconi has done so much good here for Team Russia. So many clutch performances, and this one might just be the biggest of the lot. 1300 combo and rising here for Chaconi might just be sending Russia to the finals, Fiery.
Miss at the start, be damned. He wants to see this finals weekend, and who could blame him? 800k on that. And that's going to seal Russia in their top 6 place first since 2019.
It has been a hot minute. Russia always make it to semis, but they tend to just choke, fall off or whatever, but not this year. Not this year. And on the basis of some of them scores we've seen today, they've got every right to think they can go further than that. Top 6 for Russia. Chile go down, but not before putting up a fantastic fight there. And another brilliant run for Chile, who matched their previous run from last year, which was their best in over a decade. They've done it again this year, and they can be proud of that. Another very solid outing here for them.
No, Chile is definitely a team to watch out for. They have so many up-and-coming players that can absolutely pop off next year. Suntan was doing crazy this year. He had a nice glow-up. I'm really excited to see how he performs next year. But going to be out of the tournament for now. Russia progresses on. Gets to face off against, I believe, Germany?
Ooh, is that how it is?
I will double check that real quick.
Oh, no, they're against Australia next week.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh,
the
dude.
double-time giant, that's going to be brutal.
Dude, the double time maps are going to go so hard in that matchup. You have no idea. Dude, there's going to be so much shred in that lobby. It's crazy.
That is a matchup of the ages to watch, actually. That's going to be so exciting. That does it for us, though. Still one more match, and that's on uslive_2. We'll get you there shortly with a host, Miles and Doland, on the casting desk for Canada versus Great Britain, only now just starting.
There's a head on over there. I think we're going to be raiding them as well, so you'll see him here. But uslive_2 for the last match of the weekend, and that is going to be a barnstormer. Stay tuned for that. And of course, the showcase for the finals maps as well will be coming soon after that, I believe.
19 UTC is the planned time.
18 UTC.
18 now. Okay, so 2 hours.
19
19.
UTC.
Doomsday,
There it is.
You are griefing me.
Sorry, I didn't know. Yeah, 19 UTC. My brain works. So, yeah.
It's okay. Everyone has those moments. Let's get you on over to Oslive 2 for the last match of the day.